Hello everyone, you are welcome to Anchor Network where you get reliable and authentic news that are so crucial to you. I say big thank you to everyone who has been part of this channel and who has taken time to subscribe. And if you are yet to subscribe, I say please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon will allow you to get notified anytime we publish any news. SADIA FAROOQ takes charge of SIP, gets briefing from Miriam Ways. SADIA UMAR Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, has taken charge of the Social Investment Programs (SIP). Ahead of this, Farouk met with Miriam Weiss, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Social Investments on Monday. Until recently, this SIP was being coordinated by the Office of Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, but in its Independence Day broadcast, Buhari had announced that the newly created ministry would be in charge of the scheme. Our ongoing 500 billion naira special intervention program continues to target these vulnerable groups through the homegrown school feeding program, government economic empowerment program, empower job creation program, loans for the traders and artisans, conditional cash transfers to the poorest families and social housing scheme, he had said. He said to institutionalize these impactful programs, we created the Ministry for Humanitarian Affairs, Disaster Management and Social Development, which shall consolidate and build on our achievements to date. To the beneficiaries of these programs, I want to reassure you that our commitment to social inclusion will only increase. The minister, who was out of the country for a UN campaign against poverty, tweeted pictures of the meeting with Uwais. It is a busy week. Hashtag moving forward. I met with the SSA to at Buhari on at NSIP Nigeria. She briefed me on the activities programs, achievements and challenges of the establishment. NSIP manages social investments program in Nigeria and is presently under the purview of the FMHDSD, she tweeted. According to what a Sadia Umar Farouk tweeted, saying that it's a busy week for her, that she met with the senior special assistant to Buhari on a social investment program, and she talking about how the woman briefed her, Miriam briefed her, and just like we know, this program has been under the office of the vice president, and we know that the president has already said most of all the programs, all this economy and all uh, this a program, cash a social investments program. Now they are no longer under the vice president. Now the woman has taken over. The alleged second wife, or to be married to Buhari last weekend, that that went gaga on social media and all of the and every other places. The woman is in charge now, and she's confirming that she's in charge and she has already taken over, and she has been briefed by this special uh, assistant or whatever to Buhari, and that is what she's tweeting here. Last week, there were rumors that the president would take the minister as a second wife. Pictures and videos were all over social media, uh, but checks by the cables show that they were false, and also the video of Aisha raking inside a Asu villa, and but everybody was like, people still said, oh, it was rumor, it was this, it was that it was not true. But at the end of the day, the president's wife came back just within 2 days, or the second day she came back after the video went viral. She came back, she confirmed that she was the one in that video, that it happened last year or so, but she was the one in that video. But we didn't hear much from her, to explain further what really happened in that video. She just had to they had to cut the whatever out of the place. But what is important now is that she had already agreed or confirmed that she was the one in that video, because in that video nobody saw the woman's face. It was just a down, and that was why a lot of people were still doubting that it could be doctored, it could be somebody else, that people are just trying to make up things. But a lot of people were really sure of that because it really happened in Asu Villa, because the woman was talking, Asu Villa, she was talking about, is this the president's lodge? Is this the president's wife or something? But she confirmed that she was the one in that video. After everything again, we saw Daura's daughter, Mama Daura's daughter, one of the cabas in this present administration, that people have been complaining that they are the ones, himself and Abakari, they are the ones coming up to, they are the one in charge of the government, so to speak. And meanwhile, it was even the same Aisha Buhari that told Nigerians and made Nigerians to be aware of what has been going on in Aso Villa. But a lot of people couldn't really say anything. But they wave it off. They just believe that they didn't want to say anything. But if it had come from opposition or from people or people from outside the government, they would have said it was PDP that arranged it. They're just cooking stories, because that is just what they always talk about. But she confirmed that. And now the daughter of the Mama Daura is coming out to say, I don't know what she really wants to get, from the whole thing, and trying to confirm again that she was the one that recorded that video. That she recorded that video just for her to, have a proof that the first lady did this and did that. And a lot of people have been like, and from even what she explained, a lot of people are not even comfortable with that. How can you guys be in the Aso Villa? What are you guys doing in Aso Villa? Is the father one of the government officials? Meanwhile, the presidency had already come out and say Aisha is not a government official, meaning she can stay anywhere, she deemed fit to leave, because that was when the whole issue of she was not in the Aso Villa and this and this and that. A lot of people were insinuating a lot of things, not until when she came back. So if Mama Daura and his family are in Aso Villa, based on what the daughter said, that Buhari and her father, they've been together, they've been doing things together from time immemorial. So that's why they are immediately Buhari came into the office, he invited the man to come in. And according to what she said, it's like every member of their family, the Mama Daura's family, came into the family, into Aso Villa. So because I see no reason why there will be any form of rivalry in the first place. There will be any rivalry in the first place. Why she will be saying she wanted to give an evidence, because normally in Africa setting, it's not really supposed to be like that. And for that woman to be saying a lot of things, that she must have gone through a lot. And meanwhile, she has been talking about the cabas controlling the Nigerian nation. I'm sure it goes beyond maybe taking charge of the government, because according to what she was saying, that before the election, that they were not there. All of a sudden, they just came in and took over, and they hijacked the government. I think it has started from the issue of a family issue. I think that was why she came out and said Nigerians should wake up. They should come up with, we should come up and wake up and see to the realities on ground, that things are going haywire, because people didn't even pay attention to it, and everything is coming out now, because I can really relate one or two things together. I think the heat has started from the Aso Villa with this Mama Daura's family. And meanwhile, hear what her daughter was saying, that she recorded it to prove. Are they in any form of competition with the first lady? I don't know. But at the end of the day, what is pertinent is that the president is not in control of everything in Nigeria. As a government is not in control of many things, and that's why a lot of things are just like that way. How can you be in government and you be inviting your brother to come and stay there? I mean, we're having problem with your wife. Now the lady brought out the whole thing, not the media again, because she came out and confessed that she videoed it so that for her to have proof to see the way the president's wife acted. I don't know what has that got to do with Nigerian people, but the person we have a business with, it is the president. But as it is, the wife has said many things. I don't know why we are still, going back and forth on this issue. She has already said what is happening, and those are the things that have been giving a lot of people a kind of a worries, and people have been insinuating with all this kind of things, because there's loopholes in that place. Something is really wrong. Some people will tell you, oh, it is not so, but hear what is happening. I'm sure the Mama Daura's daughter is not one of is not in the opposition party. And meanwhile, when Timmy Frank was saying that he heard from a reliable source in the Aso Villa that it was not because of 2023 that they are really against this man, um, the vice president, Yemi Oshibaju. People were like, oh, how did he know? How did he? He didn't say, he was not the one, he's not accusing the vice president. He said that is the reason that people told him that the reason for that was because of this FIRS 90 billion naira. That was what he said. But people are twisting it the whole way, the other way around. But now we can see that for Daura's daughter to bring out that kind of video, if according to the president's wife, that it didn't happen just now, it happened a long time ago, whether last year, then why did she decide to bring out the video? If really she wanted to, use it as an evidence of how the president's wife acted concerning what she explained, whether the room was locked or apartment was locked, why didn't she show it to the family and let them resolve it that way? But as soon as this issue of a wedding of a thing came up, the thing was just released, the video was just released. So what are we talking about? If Timmy Frank had said that he has a reliable source from the presidency, and meanwhile Timmy Frank was one of the spokesperson of APC. He knows everything. He will still have his head on ground in that place. So when you put one or two things together concerning what is happening, this Oshibajo's social investment program that he's been handling, and all of a sudden they've removed it from his hand and he's no longer in charge. Now, this Sadia FAROOQ has taken charge of the whole thing. So what do you really expect people to talk about? So it's a confirmation of all the things we've been hearing. Because in every rumor, there is always elements of truth, whether you want to debunk it. This issue of a wedding of a thing, with time, we will still know, we will still hear and know the actual thing that really happened, because something cannot just, be made out of nothing. But the rumor came from somewhere. That's just what we know. And to put, to douse the tension now, it is when the president's wife came and said she was the one in that video, because they would have like, oh, it was a doctored video or this and that, or opposition party, they are the one making up these stories. But since then, when she has already agreed to that video, the presidency has never said anything. So guys, I would like to hear from you, and let's hear your take. Thank you very much. Bye.